Perfect. Ready to get started?
Yep.
Excellent. All right. Well, thank you so much to Molly and to Holiday for having me on today. Thank you to everybody who has joined us live, and hello in the future to anyone who might tune into this recording later on. My name is Sonny, and I'm here from Lovely Planet. Most specifically today, what I wanted to go over with everyone are the products from our collection called Love to Love. This is a line that Holiday has recently brought onto their selection since the start of the year. So we're really, really excited to have all of these products available for you all now. Um, a little bit about Lovely Planet, our history, who we are. I always think that it's important to kind of like highlight some of the things that make a brand special and unique in the industry. So, a little bit about us. Lovely Planet, we are a French company. So we have always been primarily based in the south of France, near Marseille, a really lovely area of France. And I think the real influence that that has on us and how we develop our products is that the idea behind Lovely Planet Brands was always to design products that were as aesthetically appealing, so beautiful and lovely to look at, as they are functional and pleasurable. So, really attaching to emotional aesthetics with our products, creating things that visually are going to encourage curiosity, playfulness, diversity of different types of desire and of pleasure. As I mentioned today, the products that I'm going to be talking about are from our line called Love to Love. Love to Love was actually the first brand that Lovely Planet ever manufactured and introduced to the market. So this line has been around actually for over 20 years now. Love to Love was started in 2004. And it's a really playful, really colorful collection. The whole idea behind Love to Love was to design products that were going to really help kind of like break down taboos around pleasure and intimacy. So to that end, when we actually first created this line, we actually didn't put these products into adult retail environments. We put a bunch of these products into spaces like high-end clothing boutiques and museum gift shops. So places where people were expecting to encounter well-designed products, but they maybe weren't necessarily thinking they were going to encounter a sex toy. So what does that do when you're placing these products into more lifestyle, design-focused environments? It means that people aren't approaching them with any kind of preconceived, notions, inhibitions, taboos. They're coming at it without any kind of walls built up. So it allows them to kind of think about these types of products as being something that can be incorporated into their overall self-care lifestyle. Sex toys are just as important to our health and wellness, and could be incorporated into our daily routine, the same as beauty products or well-designed housewares, etc. We have since the introduction of Love to Love expanded our portfolio to include multiple other lines that all meet the needs of a very wide range of different customers. Our approach to product development is always we kind of look at the market and we say, number one, is there anything that's missing? Is there a product that we think people are looking for that maybe isn't as readily available that we would be able to fill that gap in the market? Or two, does this product exist already in some form, but could we do it in a more elevated, beautiful, aesthetically pleasing sort of way? Some of our products, which we would refer to as our flagship products, are going to be things that we completely develop in-house. We have them patented before we even go to production with them. We only work with very specific factories for those kind of flagship products. So a lot of those things will come up in the Love to Love range when it comes to some of the technology that we're using for these products. So all of our motorized toys have a 2-year warranty on them. So if it has a motor inside of it, it's covered under the 2-year warranty. Customers just need a valid proof of purchase to receive a refund, so a receipt copy or something like that. Specifically, when it comes to Love to Love, there is a warranty claim form on the Love to Love website. So if your customers ever have any defective issues with their Love to Love toys, you can send them to the Love to Love website. It's lovetolove.us, and they can fill out that warranty claim form with their proof of purchase, and we'll make sure to get everything taken care of for them. Yeah. So the Love to Love range really covers all kinds of different categories. For the purpose of today, I've kind of split them into what I think are kind of different, kind of the different product categories that kind of all go together. The first ones that I want to talk about are going to be some of those what we would consider our flagship products from this collection. And that is going to be a couple of toys that are included in what we call our Wonder collection. So the Wonder collection, you're always going to recognize these products because they have this really gorgeous kind of jewel tone iridescent finish to them. Really unique look, really stands out on the shelf. I think I saw somebody mention in the chat that the packaging is really stunning on all of these toys. We incorporate that like iridescence and chrome into a lot of our packaging, as well as into some of the toys themselves. Um, this one I have in my hand is called Dreamer. The other Wonder Collection product that we'll be talking about is this one here, which is called Pleaser. You're always going to know a product is a part of the Wonder Collection because it is utilizing our flickering tongue pinpoint clitoral stimulator. So the way that I like to describe this to folks is because it has that like mouth-shaped opening, it's going to encircle the clitoris similar to the way a suction toy would, but rather than pulsing air or actually sucking, this has a little flickering tongue inside of that mouth opening, which is going to flicker back and forth. So the tongue is going up and down, as well as being attached to a silicone membrane that pulses back and forth. So it's almost like taking really pinpoint vibration and concentrating it all right into that mouth-shaped opening. So Dreamer comes with a remote control. This pebble shape that it has is really comfortable for just like nestling in between the labia. So it can be used hands-free if someone would like to. They just nestle that right in place, and then they or their partner can use the remote to change the settings. My other favorite feature with the Wonder Collection toys is this LED light feature that we have. So you can see on the toy as well as on the remote, the color of the LED light is going to change with the different modes. So once you find your favorite color, or once you find your favorite mode, you can remember that color. So say you really like that green mode, green is your new favorite color. Also a really easy visual cue if someone is controlling the toy for their partner, because they won't be able to feel the vibrations, but they can see, okay, I've clicked through. I know they like the blue setting. I'm going to leave it on that blue color, really easy visual for them to work with. Both the toy as well as the remote are rechargeable. What's really great is this comes with a dual-ended charger. So it's a magnetic charger with one USB port with two different magnetic attachments. So you can charge the remote and the toy at the same time. Dreamer also has a Sense Touch mode. So right now I've got it on the Sense Touch mode. What that means is It's not going to turn on until it's in contact with the body. Move it away from the body, it's going to turn off. So, really easy to keep things quiet, a little bit more like tactile and intuitive in terms of controlling the product because you press it against your body to turn it on, move it away to turn it off. With all of our products that have a sense touch mode, we did incorporate a an auto off feature with this. So if somebody's using their toy, they pull it away from their body, they're done, toss it to the side, they forget to turn it off because the sense touch mode is activated and it's not currently vibrating. After 10 minutes of inactivity, it'll automatically turn off. So don't need to worry about that sense touch mode tripping people up and wasting away their battery. Yes. So this, as I said, is Dreamer. That's that pebble-shaped clitoral stimulator with the flickering tongue motor. We also have Pleaser. So Pleaser I love because it still has that mouth-shaped flickering tongue clitoral stimulator for really pinpoint sensations. However, it's giving you all of the length and the flexibility of a wand style toy. So you're getting all of the accessibility features of a wand with more pinpoint stimulation than you would get if it was just that broad coverage all over vibration of the head like you get with most wand style toys. So that longer curved handle is really ergonomic. It's very comfortable to hold on to. So that makes it nice for folks who maybe have hand mobility issues, arthritis, anything where gripping a smaller product is going to cause them any kind of pain or discomfort. That longer curved handle is much more ergonomic. It's also going to give them better reach. So, in different positions, using this on a partner, having that extra bit of length is going to allow them to reach the body more easily from more angles. The extra length is also really nice for plus size folks or pregnant people or anybody who just needs more reach on their toy in order to make contact with that pinpoint clitoral stimulator. Pleaser also has the sense touch mode, so it'll only turn on when in contact with the body. If they want to turn that sense touch mode off, all they're going to do is press the plus and minus buttons at the same time and then press the power button. Now it's just constant on. It won't be that sense touch feature any longer. So able to choose whether they like using the sense touch mode or they just want the product going all the time. So yes, that is Dreamer and Pleaser. Like I said, Wonder Collection toys in that really beautiful iridescent jewel tone colorway, with that flickering tongue clitoral stimulating motor that is super unique and flagship to Love to Love. Excellent. We also have some really great vibrating products in the Love to Love range. These cover everything from like your classic clit vibes to strokers to wands. All of these, I think, are really fantastic options for people who want a good quality product. They want something that is travel friendly, waterproof, rechargeable, but at a much more affordable price point. So they're still gorgeous. The aesthetics are great, but they're all going to come in at under $100 price point. So for people who are looking for more accessible, affordable options, I know that that's a big thing right now is people are looking to get the most bang for their buck in a lot of situations. So I think a lot of the Love to Love products are really great for having that affordability area covered. The first two that I want to share with you are going to be our kind of classic travel friendly clit stim or G-spot stim products. So these ones are called Delight Me. Delight Me is our like lipstick style clit stim vibrating product. We also have Feel Me. Feel Me is like a mini, a slim mini G-spotting toy. You could also absolutely use this for external stimulation for clit stim if they just like that curve and the more broad, rounded head versus the like lipstick tapered shape of the Delight Me. Both of these have 16 different settings. They're super, super quiet. So easy one button functionality. Just click through with the button at the base of the toy to change through those 16 different vibration modes. But what I love about these is they're made from silicone and they're really flexible. So super soft and flexy for people who want a little bit more of like a plush flexibility feeling to their vibrating product. These are great little minis that are perfect for just like tossing in a weekend bag, whether you want just the lipstick taper clit stim toy or that versatility of that slimmer G-spot possibility. All right. We also have this one is really unique, super, super versatile. We have Please Me. So, Please Me is a triple motor toy, and you can use either end for all kinds of different stimulation. So, obviously, this end here with that shaft, great vibration in there that can be used for G spotting, for insertable stimulation, anywhere internal, or even just anywhere external as well. But that classic shaft on one end, and then you also have two motors inside each of the ends of this flexi curved portion here. So these ones are great for nipple stim. You can use this as a stroker. I always tell people if you want to incorporate some vibration into oral, take this. And because they're so soft and flexible, take it and wrap it right around underneath the chin to add some vibration during oral play. You can have all of the motors going at once or control them independently. So really, really versatile. Basically, if you need a one product to do as many things as possible, great for traveling because you don't have to bring more than one product in your bag. Please Me is the name of this product. Really, really versatile. I think it's a great option for people who want to try out lots of different types of stimulation all within one product. Cool. Another one of my favorites, this is going to be Match Up. So, Match Up is our version of a wearable vibrating product, comes with the remote control. Match Up is super flexible, so you've got really good flexibility to that silicone. It also has a really nice kind of like ridging right here, which is going to give, it's going to kind of nestle around the clitoris for clitoral stimulation. Comes with the really easy to use remote control. So you can use the remote to control it hands free. So this could be used as a panty vibe, wearable product. You can also wear it and then have a partner penetrate at the same time. So either way, I think Matchup is a really fantastic option in this category. Again, at a much more affordable price point. The retail on this, I think, is around like $70 or $80. So it also has a nice, I don't know if this is super visible over the Zoom camera, but you can see on this end, which is going to be the end that is inserted vaginally, it's got like almost like a divot to it, like it curves inwards a little bit. So it's nice and slim, and then that curve is going to make it much more comfortable for a partner to penetrate simultaneously while matchup is being worn. Yeah. So that is Match Up. And then the last product in this kind of like vibrators category that I want to make sure to share with you all, another personal favorite of mine, again, because I think it is a really, it's a great value product. This is going to be the Revolution wand. Nice flexibility to the head. It's a great kind of like travel size wand, so you've still got good coverage with the size of this of this head, but it's a little bit smaller, a little bit lighter, great ergonomics to the handle. So really great for if you like a wand style toy, but you want something that's going to easily fit in a suitcase or a weekend bag, etc. And the Revolution wand comes with two different attachments. So you're getting the wand, you're also getting an attachment which can slide over the top for G-spotting, as well as another attachment that gives you those like rabbit ear style stimulators for external stimulation. And the retail on this is again like right around about $70. So in terms of value for money, the vibration quality is really nice. It's not super loud, rechargeable, waterproof, and they always get those two attachments. I think the Revolution wand is one of the best value products, maybe in all of the Lovely Planet lines, in my personal opinion. Yeah, great. All right. So we also have a couple of C-ring options. Our C-rings are all made from super soft silicone. They feel really nice in the hand. We've got a few different styles depending on how people like to wear them. The first one being the Flux ring. So the Flux ring is super stretchy and it's got openings so that it can go around both the shaft as well as the testicles. So that's going to help to really prolong erections, give that pressure that people need in order to stay harder longer, which is always the goal when wearing a cock ring. We also have the cool ring. This one, honestly, I keep a sample of this just on my desk all the time because the silicone is really soft. It just like feels really nice in your hand. I use it like a little stress relief or like when I'm trying to brainstorm something. But Cool Ring has that really, really soft, supple silicone, really stretchy. So it can either be worn just as a shaft ring or they can stretch it out to go all the way around the full package and put it around the testicles as well if they would like to. Then we have the Hero Ring. Hero Ring is adjustable. So you have three different snaps so they can adjust the diameter of the product. At the smallest, it's about 3 centimeters in diameter. At its largest, it can go up to 6 centimeters in diameter. So having that adjustability with the snaps is really nice, meaning that it's going to fit all kinds of different sizes, or can be adjusted whether they want to wear it just as a shaft ring or around the full package as well. Let me just see here. Perfect. And then last but not least, we have Mr. and Mrs. Vibe. So this is a double ring vibrating cock ring. So you've got one ring for the shaft, one ring for the testicles, and a rechargeable vibrating bullet in the head, plus this extended piece for clitoral stimulation. Really easy to control. There's a button on the side right here. So I just turned it on. And now I also have my rechargeable remote control to change the different settings. So there are 10 vibration modes on this. It's really, really powerful, super easy to set up. You just take it right out of the box, turn it on, and as soon as you press the button on the remote, it'll start to cycle through the 10 different vibration modes. So really, really easy to change those settings during use. You don't have to worry about like reaching down and pressing any buttons in inconvenient or difficult to reach spots. Really easy, intuitive, ergonomic, rechargeable remote control with the Mr. and Mrs. Vibe. Awesome. Then wrapping things up for the Love to Love toys, we have a couple of different anal play options. I love these because they're all just like super cute, like really visually adorable, which is not always something you see in anal play categories. But we have the Bing Bang anal beads. So they come in three different sizes: small, medium, and large, just one color for each size. They have those nice, like tapered beads, which is much more comfortable and easy for insertion and removal, as well as the really cute heart-shaped retrieval ring at the end. So, yes, Bing Bang beads, small, medium, and large. And then similarly, we have the Open Roses plugs. So these ones, again, small, medium, large, really comfortable tapered shape for easy insertion and removal. And then they have these beautiful flower details on the base. So taking plugs and beads and just creating something really beautiful and pleasant to look at was the whole idea with these two styles of anal play toys. Excellent. And then last but not least, these are kind of the star of the show from Love to Love in many ways. People, whenever I ask them if they're familiar with our brands, sometimes they say yes, sometimes they say no. And then I say, well, have you seen the Dill Dolls before? And people are like, oh, yeah, of course I know the Dill Dolls. So the Dill Dolls collection is a whole line of semi-realistic silicone harness compatible dildos that come in a huge variety of different fun colorways, gradients, glitter, pastels. Some of them glow in the dark. They all have this really nice kind of like not too big, not too small, semi-realistic, good curve. The suction cup base is really, really strong, so you can suction them to a flat surface, or you can actually suction them together if you want to and create your own custom double-ended toy. Just a kind of a smattering of the different color finishes that we have for these. The number one bestseller is going to be Utopia. Utopia is this pink to purple to blue gradient. Utopia was so popular that we actually decided to introduce this in a larger size as well. So you have the Utopia, what is now known as medium, which is like the classic size. And then you can also get Utopia in an extra large size if people are looking for something a little bit bigger. Some of the other top sellers that I brought out to show for you all today. This one I held up before. This one is called Fantasia. Fantasia actually is a rainbow gradient that glows in the dark. So if you put this under, put it on the windowsill, let it charge up or underneath a light, and then put it into the dark, it's going to glow. So it's got like a phosphorescent effect to it. We also have Sunrise. This is a really popular choice. It's this pink, like lighter pink to darker pink gradient, but also with that really fun glitter to it. And the most recent release in the Dill Dolls line is Extravaganza. Extravaganza is like a disco ball gold glitter finish. Something that people might notice is there's a slightly different feel to the Dill Dolls that have the glitter in them versus the ones that are just like a gradient colorway. The gradient colorway ones feel a little bit more like powdery, soft, and smooth to the touch, whereas the glittery ones have a little bit more like drag and give. They're a little bit more matte finish, if you will. Both are 100% silicone. It's just a difference in terms of how we can cure the silicone if it has glitter inside of it versus if it doesn't. So that's the only reason why the finish of the two different styles is slightly different, but the quality of the materials and the silicone that we're using is exactly the same. It's just a manufacturing detail that has to be a little bit different depending on if we're putting glitter inside of the product. Yeah. Excellent. All right. So, Love to Love obviously began as a line of toys, as I mentioned, but we've now expanded the collection quite a bit. And we have a great selection of gifts and games as well. What's really fun about this is that I think it makes it really easy for people to pair together products that visually go really well together. The branding looks great. You can create a really easy, simple little like gift bag or gift basket with Love to Love products. So some of my favorites from the Love to Love gifts line, first and foremost being the Glimmers cards. So the Glimmers cards are a set of personalized scratch off message cards. So inside of the box, they're going to get, I think it is 30 or so blank note cards. So they get these blank note cards where they can write a little message. And then they're going to take that card that they just wrote their message on and apply one of these silver stickers that they also come with. So you place that sticker right over the message, and now you've created a scratch off secret message card. Write a little message, a love note to your partner. Or I also think that these would be really fun for like bachelorette weekends or something like that. You know, you go on a weekend away with your girlfriends, write little dares or little like challenges, scavenger hunt clues, what have you on the cards and hide them around at the Airbnb where everybody is staying. Lots of fun ways to use the Glimmers cards, those personalized scratch off message card kits. And then also in the scratch off vein, we have Chasing Memories. So, Chasing Memories is a couple's intimate bucket list. So, I always tell people it's kind of like an advent calendar, but way sexier and with 48 sections rather than only 25. So, Chasing Memories, on one side, you have something that could be like a cute little poster that you hang up, or you can store it in the tube that it comes in and then flip it around and you have 48 different intimate activities to scratch off and try with your partner. So some of the examples of the ones that I've got scratched off here already are going to be things like this one says try dirty talk or play with hot wax. Play strip poker. So they range from a little bit sillier, a little bit lighter to things that are a little bit more spicy. But we made sure to keep Chasing Memories gender neutral. So any combo of partners can use this and have a fun time getting ideas for new things to try out. Yeah. And then last but definitely not least, this is a product that we've been really excited about ever since we released it. The feedback has been amazing. We have Spin Me Round, which is our I call it a a roulette party game, right? Because it's a conversation starter. It's like truth or dare plus plus plus. There's no winner or loser or like winning objective. It's just a fun way to start conversations with a partner or with your friends. I've even played it with my coworkers and had a great time. The way that Spin Me Round works is they are going to open it up and they will find all of their question cards on one side, as well as a roulette wheel. So they spin the wheel to figure out what question they're going to answer. There is truth, dare, have you ever, would you rather, did you know? There's also little ones that mean like if you land on this pink section, that means you have to pay, I think, like the person to your left two compliments or something like that. So just a fun little flirty conversation starter roulette game. But what's really cool about it is these sections on the wheel are all magnetized. So they are removable and replaceable. There are 14 total sections on the wheel, but we give them 28 pieces. So that really comes into play, especially when you are looking at the truth and the dare cards. The orange truth and orange dare cards, these are a little bit spicier, a little bit more risque. You can fill up the board with more of the orange truth and orange dare if you're playing with a partner or at a play party, or like if you want to kind of bring it up to more like X-rated. So here's an example of a orange truth question. This one says, "What's the kinkiest fantasy you masturbate to?" So they get pretty explicit, but then if you are playing with friends or a more mixed group, you just want to keep it a little bit sillier, a little bit lighter, then you can fill out the wheel with more of the purple truth or dare cards. The purple ones are a little bit sillier, a little bit lighter. These would be more of like I would say maybe like NC-17, if you will. So this one says, this is one of the purple truths. It says, share your secrets. What's your foolproof seduction technique? So yeah, spin me around, being able to be customized depending on who is playing the game, I think is really great. I think that a lot of games in this wonderful world of adult products that we all work in, they can either be like really spicy and very specifically for couples, or they're like really silly and not so well not something you would want to play if you actually want to get serious and down to business. So the fact that Spin Me Round can be played by any combination of people, the game is going to change up every time you play. I think it makes it a really, really fun option for folks. Something else I will mention is that all of the written content for the game, so that's the instructions, all of the cards, everything written that comes with the game is printed in four languages. So they've got English, French, Spanish, and German for all of the different written components of the game. We also give them a purple silk tie, so you can use that as a blindfold or as a restraint. Just a little added bonus to add a new element. Maybe people want to play blindfolded with their partner. That is also included with the game as well. Yeah. So that is Spin Me Round, Glimmers, Chasing Memories, our Love to Love gift line. We actually do also make, and I apologize, my sample of this I had to leave behind at an event that I did recently, so I don't have one physically with me right now. But the Love to Love gift line also includes a really cute set of sex position dice. It's called Let's Dice. It has a body part, a location, and an action, and the packaging for them is really cute as well. It comes packaged on a little like door hanger. So on one side there's a heart, on the other side there's a hand telling you to stop. So just a really cute little door hanger packaging for those dice. That also makes it really easy to merchandise if you need to hang them places in a store or at an event. Um, yeah, are there any questions that folks have or any feedback to the Love to Love products we were able to go over today? Good to go? Well, thank you so much for having me. We're really excited that Holiday has these products available for you all. So you can have a chat with Molly, or the wonderful folks there if there's anything that you want to add to your lineup. But yes, so happy to be with you all today, and thanks so much for taking the time.
Thank you.
Yes.